Welcome to Beyond the Claim, the adjuster's voice to homeowners. Homeowners, I have something I want you to know. And if you're not looking at the news or looking at other podcasts or looking at headlines, homeownership is under attack. Layoffs are climbing, foreclosures are rising, and families across the country are hanging on by a thread. Listen, the question is, are you ready? Are you vulnerable? That's the question. Are you ready or are you vulnerable? Listen, this is a community where homeowners fight back and protect their future. I'm here to give you the truth. I want to give you the tools and steps you need to secure your home and your financial future. Now, understand this. If you're not listening to the news, layoffs, they're surging. We're seeing mass layoffs across multiple industries. And don't think because you've been on your job for 20 years, 30 years, your industry is safe. I'm quite sure those farmers thought their industry was safe. I'm quite sure UPS, FedEx thought their industry was safe as well. How about John Deere? Did they think their industry was safe as well when this new administration came in? What about the government, the federal employees? Did they think their industry was safe? One thing you better understand, homeowners, when paychecks stop, homeowners feel it first. If you lose your job, you're not just losing income, you're risking your house. Foreclosure numbers in August alone, there were nearly 36,000 foreclosure filings. Do you know that is up 18% compared to last year? That let you know that we are in a shift. I'm telling you all, I've said it on other episodes. It seems like when one employer decides to let go or do a layoff, all of them follow suit. And they don't care about their employees. And I actually believe that there are some that don't even have to lay off. They just lay off because everyone else is, and they want to protect their bottom line. This is why homeowners, you have to get smart. This is the canary in the coal mine. What happens when families can't keep up? The backbone of this economy, homeowners, we are it. We are the backbone of this America's economy. If we falter, the economy falter, just like 2008. If the housing collapse, everything else follows. You remember 2008 when they had that housing collapse, the housing bubble just burst. Everybody lost jobs. Things were at a standstill and everyone felt it. I know I did. My house value went down to like 30 something thousand dollars. I'm telling you, it went across the board. So remember, we are the backbone of this economy. We are the backbone of America. Homeowners, we have to pay attention to what's going on. And you cannot wait until you get that pink slip. You cannot wait and say, well, my industry is safe. You don't know what industry is safe. Even teachers think they're safe. But here you have the government saying they want to cut the Department of Education. How safe are you? There's no such thing as being safe if you have not prepared your own economy, your own income, your own wealth. I have discussed previously the four wealth houses here, where I want you to really take a real inventory of what kind of financial house do you live in. Are you the poorhouse? Income comes in, goes out immediately. No savings, always on the edge. I know what it feels like to always be on the edge. That is an uncomfortable feeling. That's very uncomfortable to always be on the edge. Every penny count, every dollar count. If one little slip up happen, don't let a medical emergency happen or a car breakdown or something like that. You're messed up. You have nothing. You have no savings, no nothing. You're on the edge. You're living on the edge. That's the poorhouse. The middle class house, you have a little bit of saving, but mostly tied up up in those liabilities, your car payments, credit cards, lifestyle expenses. That's that middle class, to where you're just buying things to maybe impress the neighbors or impress your friends, or some friends you went to college with, you want to do them up. Listen, don't even worry about that anymore. This is not even the time for that. Middle class household, you got to be able to think differently. All that name brand and this and that, that doesn't matter if you can't pay your bills. That purse cannot pay your bills. It's just what it is. Having a bigger house and multiple rooms, that house can't pay your bills if you don't have any income producing assets that are coming in, right? So middle class homeowners, which most of us are pretty much there between poor and middle class, this is where you got to begin to think and understand, how am I going to move up to the becoming wealthy house? This is where you have income producing assets. You're starting to offset those liabilities because you're bringing in money and things that you're investing in. Maybe you started a business, a podcast, or maybe you bought a parking lot and said, I'm going to turn this into where trucks park. Or you bought a some land and you decide to make it into a parking lot. Hey, maybe you wrote a book recently and you're getting some royalties. Or you got to start using your skills to where you can move over to becoming that wealthy house, where you're having the income producing assets that are starting to offset your liabilities. Your money is beginning to work for you. The true wealth, the true wealth comes in when your assets are covering everything. Your liabilities are shrinking. You're protected no matter what. That's where that wealthy house is. And listen, we can go from one house to the other. We just have to start somewhere. And like I said, most of us are between, I'm going to say somewhere between the poor house and the middle class house. The goal is to move step by step towards wealth, even if it's slow. I just need you to get started. I need you to write down your skills. And like I said in other videos, turn on your camera. If you know you're going to be cooking a meal tonight, turn on your camera while you're cooking that meal. You don't even have to show your face. Show yourself preparing that meal. If you're fixing something, turn on that camera. You're fixing a fence or tiling a area, showing off your skills, and you build from there. Write a book about it. If you were an entrepreneur, meaning you took over a company, you were that chick, you was that man that went and turned that company around. Write a book about it. Tell us how you did it. We want to know. This is how you begin to build income producing assets that will begin to offset those wealth depleting liabilities, wealth reducing liabilities. It is time that we move from one house to the other. But before we move there, you have to understand, you got to be honest with yourself. Which house are you in? Are you in the poor house, the middle class house, the becoming wealthy house, or you're in that wealthy house? And if you're in that wealthy house, please drop us a line and let us know how you did it. Because we all want to know. We all want to get to that point. Or we moving from one house to another. Let's communicate with each other and how we're going to do that. Right? Let me tell you, I'm going to give you a challenge. I'm going to give you a move up challenge for this week. I want you to write down which house you're living in right now. Be honest with yourself. Then I want you to write down one step you can do to move up to the next house or get you moving to the next house. Whether that is cutting one liability, saving a little more, brainstorming a side income. That's my thing for you all. I need you all to brainstorm a side income. Take those skills that you've learned and put them into a business. Turn on your camera. Turn on your camera. One move puts you closer to safety. One move can catapult you to that next dimension. Just one move. When you start making that one move, and listen, when you make that one move, don't get discouraged, because making that one move is going to push you against the hardness. It's gonna make you seem like you're going against gravity. You're pulling yourself up, and that's some hard stuff to do. When you're pulling yourself up, and when you make that decision, you're going to do it. I don't want you to quit, because when you're in the thick of it, you're in the rough of it, they'll let you know you're going somewhere. It hurts. It's painful, but I would prefer to go through that pain than to see my home being sold, seeing my roof over my head leaving because companies decide to do a mass layoff. They don't have me in mind. They're looking at their bottom line. And here I am, sat at this job all these years, did not think to even try to start anything on my own or to get some type of side hustle for just in case. We are in these moments of just in case. Homeowners, we are building an empire so we can get to that wealthy household. That's where we want to be. Hey, listen, join us in Beyond the Claim community. We are a community. Our mission is to empower 20,000 homeowners by the end of this year. And I know 20,000 is a huge number because I'm only at 1,100, but that's what we do as homeowners. That's what we do as strivers. That's what we do when we know we're going somewhere. We're going to go against the grain. We're going to go against the current. We're going to do that. And 20,000, I'm like, I know that's a large number right now, me being at 1,100, but I don't care. I'm putting the number out there because I believe that we as homeowners, we can come together 20,000 strong, 20,000 strong. So listen, please, if you're a homeowner, subscribe today, share it with other homeowners, begin to engage so we can understand where we're going and how we're going to do it. And we have to keep up with what's going on in this country, in our economy, in our local area. We got to get involved. So please make sure you subscribe today. Share this with another homeowner. Give us some comments. Let us know what you're doing to protect your home. Because remember, protecting your home starts with knowledge. That's what we do. We give knowledge here. We encourage here. And you can't say that you weren't given the knowledge. You can't say that you were not alerted what is going on. You can't say that you didn't know that home ownership was at risk. Because anytime mass layoffs are going on, your home is at risk if it's not paid off. All right. So listen here. This is Beyond the Claim, the adjuster's voice to homeowners. I'll see you on the next episode. Take care.